Hi. I'm going live exactly on time. How are you all? There's no one here. There's no one here to even talk to. I'm not going to have the longest live in the world because I've got drinks later and I've got to get ready and I can't stay here on live all day. Hi, Oliver. You're the first one here. Hi, Purple Ski. Hi, guys. If you have any manifestation or negative thinking or changing your subconscious thinking, oh, thanks, Kat, for the fire, thoughts or questions, put them in the chat. Please do put them in the chat straight away because this isn't going to be the longest live in the world because I've got drinks to go to. Hi, Kat. Hello. How are you? Hi, Kira. Hi, Jessie Ellis. Jessie Lee Ellis. That's my cousin. Hello. Hi. What's happening, guys? Do you have any manifestation questions? Hopefully, I've caught some people over in the eastern states and the UK people aren't still opening Easter eggs. They're already up. Hi, Lizzie. Hi, Kat. How are you? Hi, Lavana. Hi, Chase. Hi, Jess. How are you? Oh, my God. My cousin's here. How cool. Oh, my God, Bestie, can you play Magic Shop by BTS? What are you talking about? I'm early and on time for once. I'm actually on time for once. How are you guys? This isn't going to be the longest live in the world because I've got drinks to go to, but I thought I'd pop on because I can't leave my Europeans hanging and the Aussies. Guys, please put your questions in the chat if you have any manifestation or negative thinking or subconscious thinking questions. I'm finishing affirmation painting. Dry so slow in the rain. Drinks sound fun. Oh, Kat is doing a painting of her life because she's so creative and she's an artist. After I call, I said, why don't you repaint your life for me, for yourself? And she is. And she's working on her life in art. Isn't that cool? Hopefully she'll show us in the Facebook group when she's done. Yay, Kat. What are you doing? Sticking out in the rain for it to dry? Don't do that. I'm just joking. I've had contact from my SP. Have you, darling? Yay! 4 times since our call. Oh, my God, Alexia, have you? Holy shit. People are getting such cool results. I'm either hearing it in the Facebook group. Guys, if you're not in the Facebook group, Manifest Live with Loz, Ellie just put all her success with her self-concept in there today because I haven't even opened her message yet. And she thought she'd tell the group how great she's feeling. People are feeling great. They're getting their SPs in contact with them again. They're getting their kids to smile at them again who haven't smiled at them for ages, talked to them for ages, talking to their dads they haven't spoken to for ages. It's so cool. We'll definitely be in the Facebook group. I hope more are inspired to affirm through art. So healing. Oh, yes, Kat. So, guys, if you're creative, do some art about your life. How cool. I manifested 3 texts for my best friends and SP. They are so kind and loving. Manifesting is good. Oh, wonderful, Charlotte. I manifested 3 texts for my best friends and SP. They are so kind and loving. Manifesting is good. Oh, darling, well done. Oh, good for you. My ex has suddenly moved on, even though we were still talking. He's given me no explanation and left. Well, Reveroo, what were you thinking? What shitty subconscious thoughts were you having about them? Oh, he doesn't love me. Maybe he's talking to other girls. Hope he's not talking to other girls. Hope he doesn't leave me on red. Hope he doesn't leave me. Maybe he's going to leave me. Maybe it's not going to work out this time. God, I hope it works out. Maybe it's not going to. Were you thinking any of that shit? That's probably why. Guys, they ghost you or they disappear when you've had shitty negative thoughts about yourself. I'm not good enough. I'm not enough for him, etc. And they go, I'm out. Okay, guys, what were you thinking? Is it bad that I was playing hard to get when I talked to him? Well, doesn't matter, darling. Who gives a shit? It doesn't really matter what you do in the 3D. It's what you're thinking when you're doing it. If you're being a queen and being like, I'm fucking fantastic, who gives a shit? It doesn't really matter, guys. It's what you're thinking, not your doing, that matters. It's what you're thinking while you're doing it. Are you playing hard to get because you're fearful? Oh, my God, I've got to play hard to get because he's going to leave me. Or are you playing hard to get because you think you're a queen? It's 2 different things. I tend to let my mind tell me he will leave. Best affirmation. Yes, fucking stop that, Christy. Work on your abandonment shit or whatever shit there is in childhood where you feel people are going to leave you, abandon you, that you feel you're not good enough and people won't love you. You feel unlovable. Work on that shit. I have always been wanted and chosen. I'm the most lovable girl in the world. Who wouldn't love me? Once you've met me, you love me and you can't be without me because I'm the most lovable girl in the world. Start affirming that shit, darling, and then you won't have those fears of him leaving you. Okay? What are different wants to manifestation? What do you mean? What are different wants? I don't know what you mean, darling. ways. What different ways? I don't really teach ways. The only way to really manifest, guys, is to think. It's just thinking. It's dominant habitual thinking creating your reality, and you don't even realize it. You're manifesting all fucking day. You just don't realize you're doing it. Look at your life. Is there anything you don't like about it? Ta-da! You did that with your subconscious habitual thinking that you weren't even aware of. I'm a piece of shit. I'm not enough. He doesn't love me. He's probably going to leave me, and they leave. And then you think, oh, how did I do that? You did that with your thinking. So all conscious manifesting is, intentional manifesting is actually thinking new thoughts that create what you want, not what you don't want. That's all it is. There aren't really any techniques. If there's any fuckwits on here teaching you techniques, they're fuckwits. Stop watching them. Press not interested on your view page. Okay? I only tell myself positive and kind thoughts. I'm worth only the best in life. Wonderful, Charlotte. Exactly, guys. Tell yourself that. But guys, if you want to manifest intentionally, the way to do it is to step into the man or woman you want to be. Who would you be if you had that thing, that person? How would you feel if you're married? Would you feel content? Okay, step into that role, that state. Imagine you already are that in your mind. I am that. That's the key to all manifestation, stepping into it as if you already are that. You already are a millionaire. You already are a homeowner. You already are married. The 3D slapped me in the face today. I'll keep persisting and working on self-concept. Will you do that, my darling Eva? Don't worry. Guys, sometimes the 3D is a motherfucker. Okay? It'll come back and bite you in the ass, even though you're affirming and affirming and affirming all your new positive thinking. You're getting rid of the old story, and suddenly something happens and slaps you upside the face. It's really annoying. Okay? Just go, oh, well, that must be a result of some shitty old thought I had. Because, guys, the 3D is delayed. Don't forget that. It's slowly catching up to your new assumptions. It's now based what you're saying on your old assumptions, what you used to think, what you used to dominantly think subconsciously that you weren't aware of. That's what's in front of you now. It slowly starts to change as you change your dominant thinking. Okay, that's all it is. It's slow, it's laggy, it's like a really bad internet. You're the server up here, and this is the shitty bad internet, Australian internet. Really laggy and slow. Okay, sometimes it takes a while to catch up. Sometimes it'll bite you in the ass. Don't be thrown by it. Think, I did that. God, I'm powerful. I created that shit. I'm going to change it. Jump back on the horse. Get back in your mind. No, I'm changing you. Fuck you, 3D. I'm changing you. Any more questions, guys? I only tell myself positive and kind thoughts. I saw that. How do we manifest an SP living with a TP? What do you mean TP? What's a TP? Third party? Oh, how do you manifest a specific person with living with a third party? Darling, the third party is simply an obstacle. If you focus on the obstacle, that motherfucker will grow. Stop focusing on her, him, okay? Because the more you focus on them, the more they'll grow in your reality. Imagine you and your specific person are together in your mind. Forget all about the third party. Think, well, I created that third party with my mind. I'm getting rid of it. You created it with your shitty fears. Oh my God, I hope he doesn't leave me for someone else. Who's he looking at on Instagram? Who are those girls he's talking to? And then next minute, he leaves you for someone else. It was because of your thinking. So stop thinking that shit. Affirm you and he are together in your mind. Ignore the third party. Don't look at socials. Don't talk about them. Act like they don't fucking exist. And then in your reality, they won't eventually. You've got to stop focusing on them. Imagine you're living with your SP in your house together. Thinking but while sleeping, my self-conscious. What are you talking about? Don't understand that one, Emma. I was just thinking I need a live from you, and here you are. Oh, I am here. Hi, Icy. Hi, Joanna. Hi, Alison. How many affirmations should we use at once? Well, guys, you don't want to overwhelm your subconscious with the things or the people you're trying to get back in or bring back into your life, okay? 3 or 4, 4 or 5, not too many, okay? Because you want it to repetitively sink in. It's a repetitive thought that caused the reality that you now have. You have to repetitively think new things, but you can't have like 100 things. Your subconscious won't be impressed. But for self-concept, the most important thing, building yourself up, I don't care if you have 20, 30 self-concept affirmations. I'm the shit. I'm a queen. I'm treated like a queen. I've always been chosen and wanted. I'm adored. I'm admired. I'm loved. Okay? I'm the most lovable girl in the world. You can have as many of those as you like to build yourself up, but you've got to get to the core of your shit. Do you feel unwanted, unchosen, unloved, defective, abandoned, etc.? Get to some core ones of those and repeat those a lot because they're at the core of your self-concept, which is causing your life to fuck up. Okay? Get to the core of that shit. And if you don't know what that shit is, look at your triggers. What's triggering you, that's your self-concept. Okay? If you feel jealous, if you feel worried that people leave you, if you feel like you're not good enough, if you hate your body, They're all triggers based on things you think about you from childhood. If you still can't work out what that childhood stuff is, jump on a call with me, a one-to-one call, and I'll work it out for you based on your childhood and your story, okay? Because you send me your backstory, I analyse it before the call. No problems during the day with my subconscious. Oh, good, Emma. I've got too much time on my hands. Everyone's been too busy for me. Oh, well, darling, don't worry about that. You just concentrate on you. Focus on you. Don't worry about everyone else. I had a dream about my SP messaging me, and I'm taking this as a sign of it's coming. Yes, guys, give everything good meaning. Dreams, signs, whatever. Give it good meaning. Yep, that means this is happening. Okay? I swear I never miss these lives. Oh, thanks, Ellie. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Hi, Sweet Pea. Can I ask what SP stands for? Sorry, guys, specific person. Just your ex, a boyfriend, your girlfriend, your mum you haven't spoken to in ages, something you're trying to manifest, someone you're trying to manifest, okay? Hi, Loz. It worked. SP, step forward, but frustrating as it's going too slow. Frustrating as it's going too slow. Rowan's magical Rachel. You already have watched enough of my lives to know. Slowly, slowly, catchy monkey. Don't push him to give you more. Let it be. Don't expect the relationship back where it was. I've got a mosquito flying around me. Back where it was straight away. Patience. Persist, 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 and be patient. That's the other P you got to worry about. Okay? Don't push it. Don't expect miracles straight away. Just focus on the new version of them. And work on your self-concept. Focus on you more than anything. Patience, my darling. Don't push it. You and Kimberly is the only manifesting coaches I listen to. Oh, that's good, darling. Can you explain bridge of incidents? I feel like it's happening to me. Okay, Hallie. So a bridge of incidents is a thing, like a bridge that you walk across, you don't know why you're walking across it. So Neville describes it as, you don't know why it's happening. But it's like an event that happens or a thing that happens to you, something in your 3D reality that you start engaging in. And you're like, why is this happening? Why is this bloody thing happening? It could be a bad thing. You're like, oh, fuck. Why, have I been told that such and such or other is going to move to such and such a state? Or why did I lose my job? No, okay, I'll give you an example of losing my job. Okay, so if you lose your job, you might think it's the worst thing in the world. But then you might go and start a TikTok or start a new business at home, running from home, that turns into a multi-million-dollar business. The bridge of incidents was losing the job, which at the time you thought was a really bad thing, thought it was going to ruin your life. In fact, it was the thing that allowed you the time, and you wouldn't have done it had you not lost a job, to create a business. Okay, that's a bridge of incidents. Okay, so sometimes they look really bad at the time, they look really negative, but they lead to something else. You don't know why you're walking across the bridge at the time, but then when you get to the other side, you're like, oh, when my manifestation came, I understand now why I did that, why that happened. That's what a bridge of incidents is. Okay, darling? When the opposite happens, is this the purge? Guys, some people describe it as a purge or a transition period. I don't really believe in that stuff because I don't want to focus on it. I don't want to be like, oh, bad shit's happening, that means it's this. Because then you keep thinking you're in that stage. You don't want to be in any stage. It's just shit coming up in your 3D, guys. Old thoughts going away. So it's based on old thinking that you had. Still coming up. Okay, this shit's still coming up based on my old thinking. All right, we'll go away soon. The end. I don't want you to focus on a purge or a transition period because then you might be stuck there forever. Okay, it's just based on your old thinking, things happening in your 3D right now and your reality that's based on your old thoughts. Be patient, it'll change. Not today, Satan. Exactly, Melly. I love that. I love that. Not today, Satan. Fuck off. If anything's happening in 3D you don't like, say, not today, Satan. Or fuck off, Karen. Fuck off, Carl, if there's any thoughts you don't like. Do you have a morning routine that could help? Yes. Don't look at your phone before you affirm. Don't look at your phone. The amount of times I look at my phone and then it fucks my eyeballs up because it wakes me up, okay, especially if it's still dark outside and I've woken up, it just wakes you up and you're not in that nice drowsy state that's really, really good for lying there and affirming, okay? You should be really lying there and affirming your affirmations. I've always been loved and wanted. I'm the most lovable girl in the world. Once you've met me, you love me and you cannot be without me. I'm perfect just the way I am. While you're half asleep. That's the best morning routine I can suggest for you. Before you look at your phone, before you turn the light on, before you do anything, affirm because you're still in that drowsy state. Neville calls it the state akin to sleep. It's almost half sleep and therefore your subconscious is very open to new suggestions. Okay, and same, do it at night time as you're drifting off to sleep, like counting sheep. I've always been loved and wanted. I'm the most perfect girl. And fall asleep. Okay, because your subconscious is open. That makes so much sense. What makes so much sense, Laura? I only tell myself positive and kind thoughts. I saw that one. Happy Easter. Oh, thank you. Happy Easter to you. I can't remember how Neville describes Easter, but basically Neville describes Easter as resurrection, which is like new life. Dying to the old man and life to the new man. That's what Easter is in the Bible, basically, guys. It's all about death to the old you, birth to the new you. My SP is reflecting my thoughts from 3 to 4 months ago. Is it the 3D delay? Yes, if they're reflecting old thoughts, guys, it's exactly what it is. It's delayed. Don't worry about it. This live has helped me so much. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome, darling. Do you have to say it out loud? No, guys, you can either say your affirmations out loud, okay, or in your head. It's better to do it in your head because it's really new thought, okay? So you want to be replacing your thinking. What I don't want you to do is write it down, because repetitively writing it down does fuck all, to be honest, the 369 and all that shit. Because you might be going, I've always been loved and wanted. I've always been loved and wanted, and thinking, God, I'd love to have a cheese sandwich. I really need to wee. My foot's hurting. I need a leg wax. Okay? You're not actually concentrating. I want you to either think it or say it out loud, because as you're saying it out loud or thinking it, you can't be doing two things at once. Okay? But you can if you're writing it repetitively. Any more questions, guys? Guys, yes, please do follow me if you don't follow me already, because I don't know when I go live. I do it around my one-to-one calls, and if you want a one-to-one call with me, just DM me. I feel like people don't value or appreciate me. Well, Danny Marie, change that into an affirmation. Everyone values and appreciates me. I've always been valued and appreciated. I've always been valued and appreciated. Start fucking saying that, darling. You're literally affirming that shit in what you've just said. That negative shit. Flip it to an affirmation. I've always been appreciated. I've always been valued. No more of that. So, for example, if I'm imagining how he will enter my new home, it will happen. Guys, not how. I don't want you to ever worry about the how. I just want you to imagine he's in your new house, you're living together. That's it. You don't know how it's going to happen. His ways are past finding out. You can't possibly know how you're going to end up living together. Don't worry about the how. Never worry about the how. Is that what you're asking? What's going on? We're talking about manifesting and negative thinking and changing your subconscious thoughts. Ask a question. I manifested my house would be sold at a specific price by a couple with 2 kids. All came true. Wonderful, darling. Yes. Good for you. Fantastic. How do you manifest a soulmate? Actually, darling, anyone can be your soulmate just by you deciding they are. They're my soulmate. No, actually today, you're going to be my soulmate. Okay? Everyone is based on your subconscious habitual thinking. So if you think someone's your soulmate, they're my soulmate, they're for me, they're definitely for me, they love me and only me, they will be. You can change soulmates at any time. That's why I don't believe in soulmates or twin flames. It's a load of shit. Because if you believe one person in your whole life is, then you lose them and you can't get them back, you're fucked. You don't want to do that, guys. Everyone is simply based on your thinking. They only can reflect your thinking. Everyone in your reality has no free will but to reflect your thinking about them, situations, and yourself. So if you think they're your soulmate, they are. So start concentrating on that person, whoever it is that you know, that you want to be your soulmate. They're my soulmate. They want me and only me. They can't stop thinking about me. We're blissfully, happily married, whatever it is you want. We're living together. He loves me, my boyfriend, married, or living together, okay? In your mind, you already are that. They already are yours. Okay, darling? SP got jealous thinking I went on a date. Did he, Sarah? Taking it all as movement. Yay. Oh, my God, did he? Well, sucked in. Excellent, Sarah. Fantastic. It's working. Keep going. Go on lots of dates. Who gives a shit? Well done, darling. How was your Easter? It was excellent, thank you. I always have bad thoughts when I'm on my period. It's so hard to stop, but I see improvements. Don't worry, guys. Some people do have really bad periods, and it really affects them. You know, just jump back on the horse when you finish your period. Don't worry about it. You can't help it. When the opposite of the affirmations occurs, is this a purge? Oh, yes, I spoke about that. You don't have to think of it that way if you don't want to. Okay. Any more questions, guys? Or 24 new messages? What's the name of Neville's book again? Neville didn't write books, guys. He just wrote pamphlets. And so all the little pamphlets, they're like little tiny books, are in a reader called the Neville Reader or the Ultimate Neville Goddard Reader. There's 2 on Amazon. But a lot of these lectures and like little pamphlet books are on Amazon, on the internet for free as PDFs, like Feeling is the Secret, The Power of Awareness. A lot of people read them as audiobooks on YouTube for free, on Spotify for free. The Power of Awareness and The Feeling is the Secret would be the two I would read first, because he talks about the Bible a lot. He translates the Bible. He's not religious. He's just translating the Bible to tell you that it's all about you and your power and creation. Okay, so some of this is very biblical. It might piss you off. I'm just warning you. But listen to his lectures as well on YouTube. They're free. So if I think they are my soulmate, doesn't free will come into it from the other person? No, guys, no one has any free will in your reality. Okay, so you've got to understand that everyone is simply reflecting your thinking about you, them, and situations. So if they're only reflecting your thinking, how can they have any free will in your reality? They don't. They can only reflect your thinking. I'm a piece of shit. No one loves me. And then people treat you like shit. Think about how people have treated you in your life when you've been depressed. They treat you worse. When you're in a great place, they treat you better. Why is that? They're reflecting your thinking about you. Okay? When you're paranoid someone's going to cheat on you and they do, it wasn't because they were a cheater. It's because you thought they would. You could turn the best, loveliest, non-fuckboy into a fuckboy just with your thinking. Okay, guys? Everyone's simply reflecting your thinking. Therefore, they have no free will to do anything other than that in your reality. Simply how subconscious thinking works. If you don't believe me, start testing it on people. Start saying they're going to say something, they're going to do something, they're going to wear something, you're going to get a free cup of coffee tomorrow, you're going to get a parking spot outside of Walmart, you're going to get somebody to wear a certain thing. Somebody's going to wear polka dot tomorrow. I'm going to try polka dots tomorrow. Next day I'm going to see a horse. You might see a horse key ring or a horse poster or an actual horse. I'm going to see a black rose. You might see a painting of one or see an actual black rose. How did that happen? That was your thinking being manifest in front of you in your 3D. If you want somebody to say something, then you'll really know they've got no free will. Get someone to say howdy or booyah or flibbity-gibbet or something kind of strange that they wouldn't normally say, and then when they say it, you can go, oh my God, I did that. That means they have no free will. They're simply reflecting my thinking. Holy shit. Okay. I'm enjoying this live. How often do you go live? Oh, thanks, Catherine. I go live nighttime US, so morning time Australia time, nighttime US about 9 p.m. EST, Eastern Standard Time, and normally around 10 a.m., 11 a.m. UK time, kind of nighttime Australia time. However, I do one-to-one client calls and I never know when I'm going to go live. It's kind of around that time. So do follow me and press the notification bell so you get a notification. And also join the Facebook group Manifest Live with Loz. And I do warn you in there about 10 minutes, 15 minutes before that I'm going to go live. So you get another notification, because sometimes TikTok notifications are terrible and slow. All right, guys. And you can watch all these lives back in there. There's over 70 lives in there now, guys. Hours and hours and hours of content. You can watch them in the Facebook group and ask each other questions. Unreal. What are we talking about? How do we know when we have completely removed any, Leanne, old stories in our subconscious? Because you're feeling better, because people start turning up differently, because you get your manifestation. Your SP who wasn't turning up suddenly starts contacting you. When all the other people were starting to contact you, old boyfriends and exes and guys in the street were talking to you, but you weren't getting your SP, when they start showing up, you realise you got rid of that old story. Okay? If it's about a specific person. Free will doesn't exist. Only you have free will. Yes, in your reality, you have free will. Someone else is in their reality having their own free will. Everyone's in their own reality, and everyone in their reality also has parallel realities that they can jump into. I'm here in this one, now I'm in this one. In this one, I'm not married. In this one, I'm married. This one, I'm poor. This one, I'm rich. They're just states you're in, and you can step from one to the other like bowling lanes across your own realities, and everyone else is in all theirs. Okay? It's just quantum physics, guys. It's hard for me to explain because I don't really understand it in a scientific way, other than the way I just explained it in the very simplified layman's terms. What is the name of the lecturer? The person I'm talking about is Neville Goddard. He is possibly, and I think, the best manifestation person, the person who spoke about manifestation the most clearly and most succinctly about the law, which is basically the law of thinking, which is really called now the law of assumption. He never called it that. He just called it the law. It's like the law of the universe is everyone reflects your thinking. That's subconscious thought. Subconscious thought is what manifests and creates your reality in front of you. Your habitual subconscious thinking manifests. Neville Goddard. Also, there's Florence Scovel Shin, who was before Neville, and also trained by Abdullah, who trained Neville, is a guy called Joseph Murphy, who wrote The Power of the Subconscious Mind. He was trained, they were both trained by an Egyptian rabbi called Abdullah, who taught them how to manifest. They're all dead. All these people are dead. You can find them all for free on YouTube and on the internet, guys. Good affirmations for getting rid of my SP's new girlfriend. Stop focusing on the bitch, Shauna. She doesn't exist in your reality. Stop focusing on her. When you focus on her, she'll grow like a tree. Do you want her to grow like a vine and a tree? Stop focusing on her. What you focus on grows. Stop focusing on the obstacle and it will go away. Start affirming in your mind you and your SP are together and forget about the bitch. Seriously. He wants me and only me. He can't imagine his life without me. He's repulsed by everyone else. He can only get hard for me. Use those. Sorry, what did you say was available on Spotify? A lot of Neville's lectures. Okay, his lectures that he did lectures between San Francisco, LA, and New York when he was alive. Okay, you can listen to them on Spotify and YouTube. And also people do read his books. And there's a lovely channel called Nevolution where a lady called Lila reads excerpts of his lectures and his books. I was chatting to this girl, was supposed to meet for a date, but she cancelled and her ex showed up and... What? And what, darling? And messed her head, so she cancelled, said she isn't over her, needs time to sort out her head and get over her. Please help. Well, darling, you've still got shitty thoughts about you that you're sending out to even other people now that isn't even your ex and other girls now thinking bad thoughts about you. You're obviously still not working on your self-concept, are you? You're not. You're focusing on other people too much. I keep saying this to you. Work on your self-concept. I am loved. I am wanted. I've always been loved and wanted. Who wouldn't want me? I'm too special to lose. I'm too important to lose. I am so motherfucking lovable. Darling, work on that shit. They're only reflecting your shitty thinking about you. Do it. SP said he needs space and wants to focus on himself. How do I affirm him to keep talking to me? Darling, you actually need to fucking work on you. It's got nothing to do with them. When they say that shit, it's because you forced them to say it with your shitty thinking about you. I'm not enough. You don't love me, do you? I'm not lovable. I'm not wanted. No one wants me. People leave me. And then they leave. And then they say shit like that. Or you've acted all fucking needy in the 3D because of your needy, shitty, desperate thoughts. Darling, you have to work on you, change your desperate, needy thinking that forced him to say that shit. You've also got to realise you might have thought, oh, maybe he doesn't want to be with me. Maybe he wants space. Maybe he doesn't even want to be in this relationship. And then he says, I don't want to be in this relationship. I need space. They literally parrot back to you, regurgitate your shitty thinking. So don't take it to heart. Realise you thought it once. You thought bad things about you and they're only just reflecting that. So all you need to do is concentrate on you, build yourself up, and they will then change eventually in your 3D. You've got to recognise that you did that. You caused them to say what they said. You are the only cause. Guys, when you get your head around this, and it's really hard to get your head around, that you create the shit in your 3D that you don't want, or that you don't want, when you get that, the penny will drop and your whole fucking life will change. Okay, guys, I've got to go. All right, guys, thank you so much. Loz, we're pretty much Christoph from The Truman Show. Who's Christoph from The Truman Show? Oh, yeah, creating the whole world? Yes, we are. We're all in our own little Truman Show, guys, and everyone is in our reality with the script that we give them. We are the person doing the script for The Truman Show. And everyone else is the Truman. Just parroting back what he's meant to say. Exactly. All right, guys, I've really got to go because I've got to go drinks. Thank you so much for joining me. If you want to watch these lives back, go to the Facebook group, Manifest Space, Live Space with Space Loss. Put the spaces in between if you're searching for it on Facebook in the space bar. Otherwise, click the link in my bio. It goes straight to the group. Answer a few questions so I know you're not a spammer, and you can watch all these lives back, and it's a lovely supportive community, people asking each other questions and helping each other in there, okay? And if you don't follow me for all these lives. You'll be notified. Press the bell. And if you want one-to-one coaching with me, paid video coaching, you send me the backstory of what you're trying to manifest. I analyze it for all your shitty subconscious thinking that's causing you not to get the shit you want, and we do a call. You just send me your time zone. All right, guys, thanks so much for following me and joining me, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.